Thanks for joining us. We are live at 5. We're ready to get your thoughts on the story that we have for you guys today. Remember, go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, give us a follow on Facebook. That's where we drop the stories and get your conversations to be a part of the show. Get those comments in there. I'm here with Kaitlyn Ross and Cheryl Preheim today. Ladies, we're taking on a hot button topic, but it impacts all of us, so we got to dive right into it. We are talking about climate change and these massive protests going on all around the country, including right here in Atlanta. Schools are going to be shut down because the youth are driving the climate change debate and conversation right now.
And a youth speaking in front of the United Nations today was bold, and she did not mince her words. She's 16 years old. Her name is Greta Thunberg, and she has really started this movement of people her own age. In her words to the United Nations, the biggest leaders in the world today, is you are betraying my generation. Basically, we're going to have to clean up the mess you are all creating in the name of big business and money. And she said, we see it as a betrayal and it ends today. She was really courageous today.
All right, let's take a look at what she has to say.
You are failing us, but the young people are starting to understand your betrayal. The eyes of all future generations are upon you. And if you choose to fail us, I say we will never forgive you.
Woo, whoa, that was strong. I mean, I got chills from it, seeing the passion on her face with that. And Kaitlyn, very interesting perspective from you, because what she's talking about, I think it's so cool that you got to see this up close and personal, even though it's something not everyone agrees with, though.
I had the opportunity to travel to Greenland with the National Science Foundation, and they really are doing record-breaking research on climate change. What they do is they drill down into the core of the Earth. It's called ice cores, and they pull up the ice to see how hot it was 100,000 years ago, 50,000 years ago, and they actually study the changing temperatures on the face of the Earth. It's fascinating. We did a whole documentary on it, but the response to that was really mixed. Some people saying groundbreaking research, it's incredible. Other people saying they don't believe it. And when I put this on my Facebook page, I got a lot of mixed reaction too. I want to show you some of the comments because I think it is important to bring in the other side of the conversation. We'll start with Sherry, who says, an approved missed day off from school? I think not. Disrupting school schedule and employees has nothing to do with the topic. Disruption of all parent work days to deal with the kids, all unacceptable. She's saying here she just doesn't believe this is a big enough deal to cancel school over. But the kids who are out of school protesting think this is essential.
And there are a lot of people who don't believe the science. A lot of people say it's not true. The message to the UN today is there's 30 years of proven science. Other people say, I don't believe it. This is a lot of kids who don't know what they're talking about. I hear that side of the conversation, and I think these are a lot of the same people who might say, oh, kids are so apathetic today. They just don't care about things that matter. They're so, you know, consumed in their own lives and their own phones. Well, here are kids that are taking a stand, and whether someone might agree or not with them, I have to give them, you know, props for getting out there and speaking their mind and being active in the community and world around them.
Yeah, here's what I'll say. No matter what you think about it, I love and appreciate the fact that it's the world that we're leaving to them. And so being so young and taking on such a heavy topic at an age like this, and demonstrating very well, being well organized, it gives me hope in the future to know if something is really going down, we can count on them to sort of come together and get it done. So take the topic out of it and look what these kids are doing. I mean, nationwide.
What were you doing at 16?
Exactly.
She's sitting in front of the UN, right?
Yeah, but again, we get so many people on the other side. We got another comment in here. Let's take you to this one here where this person also doesn't agree. Connor says, wonder who was cleaning up the streets from all of the debris put there by the protesters. Oh, I forgot. This wasn't an environmental protest. So this is why we say this issue, you're always going to get such different opinions on this. So we got to focus on the efforts and the message and kind of get to the bottom of it.
Well, it's fascinating to me that this started as Greta alone last year, sitting outside, and then it's turned into this massive movement. So whether you agree with her or you don't agree with her, she's making it impossible to ignore her. And I think that that's the message that all of these young people are sending is we're not going to be ignored anymore. We're going to make sure our voices are heard on this. So I give them a lot of credit for that.
I heard someone criticizing her for just wanting attention, and I thought, it's always taken people who are willing to be out front. And I think the point of young people being willing to speak their minds and try to be a catalyst for change, I hope that we can encourage that, because nothing in our world's ever changed without somebody being willing to step forward and do it.
Not all of them are playing video games or on social media. Some of them are in DC and New York taking on the UN.
Today.
Yeah. All right, well, we want to hear from you. Let us know what you think about this topic and any other topic you guys want us to take on. Also, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We post the stories every weekday. Also, give us a follow on our social media pages to get your comments on the show. See you tomorrow. Same time, same place. Have a great one.